Hi everyone, good afternoon, good afternoon, good morning or good evening to wherever you are in the world. I made a video last week and I stated that I have things in the pipeline and I didn't want to go into detail and I'd let you know, keep you updated. However, really really good news today. Um, I had a phone call this morning from the DVLA stating that I'm getting my driving license back, or I will have it back in about 11 hours 35 minutes. Like the 14th, it's been reissued for, so I've got it yearly, and I've got it yearly because of the medical examinations that people need to do and people need to do and people need to do and that kind of thing. But they rang me and stated it was the DVLA. When they rang and stated that it was the DVLA, it was like this can either be good or bad news. It's like they're ringing me, my heart rate, my heart rate's going up. It's like my heart rate's going up, my heart rate's going up, my heart rate's going up. It's like my heart was pounding, and it was like I was I was excited but nervous at the same time. Have I done it? Have I done it? Have I done enough? Have I done this? Have I done that? And it's like, and then got a bit excited on the phone. She was like, she needed to check as well if I needed glasses to drive. I wear ladies' glasses, by the way, but yeah, she needed to check if I needed. I don't know why she needed to check that because it was on some of the forms that I'd sent out, but it was like, I'm like saying to her at the end, are you telling me I've done it? Are you telling me that I've done it? It's like 2.5 years nearly that I've been trying to get back. I've been trying to get it back, and it's like there's been times where I've not understood the mental health properly, understood the autism properly, like professionals, and then that's been revoking applications and getting things revoked. But the problem was last year and that as well, I was put on a driving scheme with the DVLA, and it was like a medical, but had to get refresher lessons with an instructor, and it was too much pressure for me. It was too much pressure. It was like got the medical focus on. I've got this to focus on. I can't do the refresher lessons around the areas that I'd be doing the refresher lesson not that I'd be doing the medical on. So it like all built up, and then I ended up like putting too much pressure on myself, and then got the license revoked anyway. That was a medical provisional, but I then got the license revoked in that anyway again, and I had when it was up for renewal in that last September when I could renew it again. The doctor had answered this person suffers severe behavioural difficulties towards other people that'll impact his ability to drive, and it's like that's communication need being misinterpreted as behavioural because I am on track to follow plans. If I'm in the crisis team, they refer it to the police, and then I'm getting arrested all the time because of me getting passed on back and forth. Have cut down the crisis team involvement with this, and I have cut down the crisis team involvement with this, and I had have cut down the crisis team involvement with this. I'm doing regular appointments with the GP. I've still got other things that I'm not going to tell you about, but everything's moving forward. I'm working with Emily Price. She's a communication therapist. She's really good with autism. If anyone want like to do communication therapist with her, she is expensive though because she's private. But I'd rather pay the money, to be honest, because I'm autistic and she understands me, and we get the same interconnectivity, and we've got the same values and beliefs on a couple of things and same experiences as well. So that is helping. Everything that I'm doing is helping. I know I know hand on heart I would like to do refresher lessons, but now I can not have to worry about that timeline, about that deadline. I can just get out there and enjoy it. But yeah, it's like things are looking up. Dr. Green had told me last week that that my doctor, Dr. Green, told me last week that that they'd had a staff meeting and they were gonna do me a letter to get my license and that back. And I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that news straight away. It's like they'd had a staff meeting, partners meeting. I was only trying to convince one doctor, but convince the full practice. I then got this was on the Wednesday. I got a bit emotional, but yeah, this was on the Wednesday. They gave me the letter. They gave me the letter on Friday to post off to the DVLA, so I got that posted off, and I got the phone call today, this morning, to say that I was getting my license back, and it was like 8 days from finding out that the doctors were gonna do the letter. That the doc, eight from finding out that the doctors were supportive within my application to me actually getting it back, and it's like nothing like what's happening now in the last couple of weeks has ever gone this smoothly before. This is the best time I'd say since pre-COVID that things are starting to fall into place and that again and get back on track. I have had other professionals meetings and there's other professionals meetings about extra support, so that's all really good, and everything's looking positive. But yeah, I need to keep this up. I would like to do refresher lessons and that as well. But I can start thinking about it. But yeah, it's like they've got the letter now from the doctor. The doctor was like, I'd done the letter and that. However, normally what happens with the DVLA, it's happened in the past normally when they revoke your license or when they revoke your license or when you've had your license revoked or whatever, it's 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 not normally when you get your license revoked or when your license revoked or whatever, the DVLA need a letter from your doctors, then you send the paperwork off to the DVLA as like your application. You have to send your application back off to the DVLA. You have to then send the letter from the doctors, then have to send the questionnaire to the doctors and everything. But they didn't. They didn't send the questionnaire to the doctors this time. I think that these doctors are amazing. It's like I've with the confusion about my gender and sexuality and that as well. I was supposed to have been referred to the gender clinic and that 2022, and a doctor said that they were going to refer it. Then another team said that they were going to refer it. Then someone else said they were going to refer it, and then it never happened or it never materialized. But then my doctor from my surgery now referred it, and I heard back within a few weeks. So still got a few years to wait and that, but it's like it seems to be moving a lot more forward with them, and I'm generally a lot happier, and I've done it. I have done it. But yeah, it's like yeah, I have done it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited as the song goes. But yeah, I have done it. I know that there's still a bit of a mountain to climb, but but like I'm starting to get the goals and that sorted and other stuff. And I was like, stood walking about the flat yesterday, looking out the bedroom window, and it was like I was thinking, in ideal circumstances, I would, I would like to get my driving license back with this form. Under ideal circumstances, would this letter that the doctor has done for me be enough to get me my driving license back? And it's like, I'm like thinking, I need to think realistic. They're still gonna have to write to the DVLA. The DVLA is still gonna have to rewrite to the doctors and that, but it's like, yeah, I found out today though that I'd done it. So yeah, it's actually taken me longer to get my driving license back than what it's done to learn to drive. It's it's been a difficult process. It's been a challenging process. I know that I've done freshers in the past and it's not worked with my learning style. So if I can get that sorted and find someone that's going to connect with me, then there should be a little bit more patience and understanding. But yeah, I feel a lot better now. Thank you. Bye.